Another day, another chance, another way, another recording, man. Another way, another chance, another day, another dance. This is gonna be recording, this is gonna be based on a robot that I was working on. So yeah, this robot, man, is meant a lot to me, actually. It's a robot that I'm gonna be pretty much going over, yeah, so Wally the robot, So I'm just gonna introduce you to him, and yeah, so let's get to it, man. Okay, so let's get to this. So, let's go chapter 7 here. Building an animated robot, right? So building an animated robot. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are a great team. Each piece works with the other two to make great things happen in the web browser. In this chapter, we put all the pieces together to make Dummies the JavaScript robot dance. So the guys are gonna be like dancing, you know what I mean? Dance. So changing CSS JavaScript, man. So just as you can use JavaScript change the HTML on the web page, you can also use it to change CSS styles. The process is very similar. The first step is to select the element that you want to apply or change style on. Chapter 5 will show you how to do this using get element by ID. For example, select Douglas's left eye and use the following code document.get element by ID left eye. Once selected an element, you can change its style by attaching the sub-property to the selector, followed by the style you want to change. To change the color of the left eye, you can use JavaScript document get element by ID left eye. That style, dark background color equals purple. Do you notice anything strange about this code compared to how you change the background color CSS? When changing the style of JavaScript, there are two rules. When the CSS property is just one word, margin of border, you can use the same CSS name, change the style in JavaScript. If the CSS property has dashes, the CSS property name gets converted to camel case. So background color gets changed to background color. Here's some examples of CSS properties, how each property is spelled in JavaScript. CSS property, background color, border radius, font family, JavaScript style property, background color, border radius, and font family, and then margin font size, border width, is a line color, margin font size, border width, is a line color. JavaScript cares a lot about capitalization. The capital letters in JavaScript style properties need to be there in order for the properties to work. So modifying that is JavaScript. So obviously this is a continuation of chapter 6. Chapter 6 is pretty much going back and forth about CSS and HTML, with the whole emphasis on body, paragraph, eye, arm, head. So the same stuff you got here, the same things that we had there, except what's gonna happen is gonna add JavaScript or console to this, man. And add some movements to this robot. So this book, pretty much speaks about what's gonna happen. So the HTML part, same as chapter 6. Shift, exclamation mark, enter, and then you change your title of your web page to robot, and then div right ID is robot, right? Then div ID head, head, right? And within that's gonna be the classes, man. Classes ID nose mouth. So it's class right eye. So you got a class which is ID which is right eye, class ID left eye. So so that's stuff that you've got actually. Div ID equals head, man. So that's what we have, and within that, you want your div elements and div classes for your eyes, nose, and your mouth. So you got your class which is eye, then your ID which is right eye. So as spoken about before, your classes have everything to do with like a select array of things that you have, man. You know what I mean? So you got your class for your eyes, right? That's a class, and then for your ID, right eye, it's a singular thing, man. So yeah, same thing here. So dot class hashtag singular ID class. So class is like a plural, a multitude of things, man. So same thing as like same as chapter 6. Then you got it's pretty much the same thing as chapter 6, class IDs, and then you got your eyes, description of your left eye, mouth, body, right arm, left arm, yada this and that, etc. Pretty much the same thing as like chapter 6, so yeah. Robot.js. So document.get element by ID, left eye style dot background color dot purple, man. So you got purple, document get element by ID head dot style dot transform rotate 15 degrees, document dot get element by ID dot style dot border equals to px black solid, document get element by ID style dot border radius for px, man. So yeah, so actually this is pretty much description of what you need, you've got like style colors and stuff like that. The colors that you see here, man, that they get referred to, the style properties get referred to here, Right, so yeah, so all of that, all that stuff gets referred to here. Yeah. So that's what gets referred to. Right, rotate 15 degrees, document, get in by ID, body, dot style, dot border, equals to 2px black solid. Document get element by ID, mouth, style dot border radius, equals 4px. The document get element by ID dot style dot border, 4px 0 dotted, man, and then you got that style dot background color. So these things refer to like the div IDs and classes that you've got here, man. Your HTML. Then you got variable right eye document get element by ID right eye. Right, so this is referring to your variable right eye. Right, and what you want to do is you want to add an event listener for like your right eye. So in that event listener, the event is as soon as you click, your mouse once. So your right eye is probably gonna like pretty much gotta move up and down. Then your function move up and down. E variable robot part equals e dot target top equals 0. Net variable ID set interval frame, comma 10, draw every 10 milliseconds. Then function frame, robot part style, the top plus percentage, then increments for top, what I mean? So yeah. So for increments for top, it needs to like increment every millisecond, needs to like go up. For every 20 milliseconds, it needs to go up and down, man. It needs to go up and then down. And then variable left arm, so you're creating a variable with its name left arm. That needs equal document. Document dot get element ID left arm dot ID event listener. Click move right left. So yeah, sorry, I was like deep in thought, man. Something I was thinking about from my past, So variable left arm document get element ID left arm dot ID event listener. Click move right left, then function move right left variable robot part equals e dot target variable left equals 0 variable ID set interval frame 10, 10 function frame, right within that, frame should robot part dot style dot left equals left plus percentage. So left incrementing, so your if statement, if left equals exactly to like 70 milliseconds, then you need to set like a click interval, it's ID, right? So if every 70 milliseconds, right, I think it's gonna move left, then the variable green color equals yeah, equals green off. Then variable right eye equals the argument get element by ID. The right eye variable document get element by ID, which is head variable mouth document get element. So all these variables, man, have everything to do with like the have everything to do with your like your .css and your pretty much everything to do with like your HTML. So you gave me element by ID, your IDs being like your CSS, having your robots.html, so your document which HTML get element by ID, right? Same thing with that, man. So it's like right dot style dot background color green color, head dot style dot border style black. So this actually creates like a hedge of hair, on top of your head, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it creates, you know what I mean? Head dot style dot border style black, head dot style dot border style solid, head dot style dot border style 50px, head dot style dot border left style, head dot style dot border right style, head dot style dot border bottom style now. So these are all properties, man, of like these are all properties of these are all properties for like the hedge of hair that you have on top of your head, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what you've got, man. So yeah, so those things, yeah. So all of this correlates with one another to create like functions that you've got, man. So this refers to everything that you have, in your HTML, and what you do is the strings that you see to your right side of the equal sign, all your properties, you know what I mean, that you want. So you got style that transform, to rotate 15 degrees. So that's what you create, that's what you have. So your function, that's what you got for like your move up and down function for your I. And then variable left arm equals that, you can get element for ID left arm. So that's what you've got, left arm, this and that, in your function as well. So these are your functions, and same thing here. Your hair, your hair, your mouse, hit right eye, right arm, green, right dash out that background color equals green color. So the only thing that's different here as compared to like chapter 6 is a function. So if you want to see the function for like your right eye moving up and down, and then see the function for your left arm moving left to right, you have it. So that's like your 20 milliseconds. So that's your function. So your function, here's your function. Then if you want to see like the results of that, you can. So, so as you can see, you can go to elements, man, and you can go to elements and everything that you've done, your elements, pretty much fetch like your HTML, like everything that you got in your HTML, man. So yeah, so that's what you've got, you know. So yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for being very attentive to this lesson. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. And yeah, till next time, take care of your blessing. Thanks, man. Yeah.